Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Ancient Dungeon VR. I'm trying to get everything back together here. It's been a minute since I've played VR. I'm trying to adjust everything. It's got a fine mix of having to do things in and out of VR when I play this game. I've been a little sick. I like the wand. Let's do the wand. I shouldn't do the wand.
Man's best
Too
friend,
normal.
Max's version, said, by the way, thank you so much for pinning my message. I never got that before. Mrs_Y_not asks, yay.
Ooh, I am
for
not
VR.
hearing
Are
the
you doing some magic runs?
voice in my ear.
Celestia_Chan said, I just woke up
I
from a
can't
nap
hear
I
chat.
don't remember
Hang
agreeing
on,
to
hang
taking.
on. And so here's the fun thing: is now I'm not sure why, but I'm not getting the
Mrs_Y_not
voices in
said,
my ear.
Celestia.
Looks
We
like it
both
is coming
did
up on
this
stream.
afternoon. The child definitely needed a nap, and apparently so did we.
But
Man's
it's not
best
in my
friend,
head.
Max's version, asks, by the way, how was your day? Sergeant Sillypants said, using YouTube's live stream because Twitch forces me to verify phone number to chat in your Twitch streams, lol.
What's up, guys? Hey, sorry, it's giving me this weird issue where it's not.
Y_not said, glad you are here, Sergeant Sillypants.
There it is. Welcome in, Sergeant Silly Pants. Sorry, everyone just jumped in. Using YouTube live stream.
Man's
Cool.
best
I love
friend,
YouTube live.
Max's version, asks, Mrs. I forgot to ask, but how was your day?
All right, can finally play and I can hear everybody until you guys break the chat again. Now I am super tired. Day's been great. Today's been great. Yesterday was long. It was our daughter's birthday this week, and so we did a lot of celebrating of her this weekend, which meant getting up early and staying up late for various reasons. And I'm sleepy at the end of it all. But I really wanted to get back into streaming this game. It's a fun game, and I've passed up on it far too many
Crystal said,
times
is it
recently.
weird that Emma Kid and my crush is someone's wife that I hop on their live stream all the time?
Yes.
Crystal said, and him there. Man's best friend, Max's version, said what? Loudly crying face emoji, folded hands emoji. Mrs_Y_not asks, hey, I'm tired but had a great weekend. How about you? Sergeant Sillypants said, grimacing face emoji. Mrs_Y_not said, Crystal, yes. Man's best friend, Max's version, said, I'm really good, thanks for asking.
Fireball. Just fun to throw fireballs, guys.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said, I'm turning this into an intervention for you, loudly crying face emoji, folded hands emoji. Sunny Dreams said, hi, grinning face with big eyes emoji.
Hi, Sunny Dreams. How are you? Ooh, challenge room.
Crystal said, I also asked them today in front of their husband on a date and they said no.
Good. For many reasons. Are you,
Underscore not said hi Sunny Dreams.
sounds like you're trying to get
Best
someone
friend,
sent into jail.
Max's version, said no dip I wonder why skull emoji I. Sunny Dreams said I'm good.
Alright, man, we're doing pretty good on stuff right off the bat. Got a discount card. 25% discount and slightly increases all characteristics.
Sergeant Silly Pants said back then I thought the puddles of blood on the floor were actually like those fancy red rugs you'd see in a throne room, but tattered, but then I fought a ghost for the first time and realized ha ha ha. Man's best friend, Max's version, said Crystal we're worried about
That's
you
pretty
now,
funny,
crying
Sergeant Silly.
face emoji.
Hello, big slime. Unlimited power! It's just fun. It's fun. I like the extra abilities you get with the tome.
Crystal said and I have their name as my user. Mrs. underscore Y underscore not said this is such a fun game.
Why does my nose itch so much when I play VR?
Crystal said I'm also addicted to her voice. Man's best friend, Max's version, said yes, it really is a fun game I might get it on my VR.
Definitely recommend. I am actually a partnered creator with them. I need to make more content than I do. Because it is such a fun game, and I've got many ideas.
To get this game. It speaks pro trust folded hands emoji.
They're doing a bunch of work on it. Consume habit increase luck accordingly. Eh.
Man's best friend, Max's version.
Wasn't that much,
have
but
you ever tried a thing called therapy? Skull emoji.
I knew someone was gonna say it.
Crystal said she also gonna do a face reveal soon, so I'm getting my lotion ready.
Okay.
Sergeant Silly Pants said Crystal.
This is getting awkward.
Sergeant Silly Pants said don't.
I need an adult. Wait, I am an adult. Mods? Mods? Mods, I need help. No, I'm just messing around. Besides, Mrs., you're not a mod anymore.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said TF nah, I'm calling 911, this is Criminal Crystal.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that if she's the kid, then it's criminal for the other people. Ricard Monty.
Crystal said her voice is too addicting.
I love gambling. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Steak. I actually like chicken dinner, but you don't have enough for me to want to attack you today, so. So long. Farewell.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said Crystal,
Kind of a small
just
map.
know we're here if you want to talk.
You used to be able to pause the game and then physically move, and you could go through doors.
Sergeant Silly Pants said
It was pretty
definition
fun.
of parasocial relationship right here, by the way.
I sure do wish there was a way to crouch.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said yeah, I was about to say parasocial. I had to get my friend help because they were in one of those relationships. Crystal said I'm not a girl mate, I'm a boy, I just have her name as my user.
Yeah, yeah, it's a little stalkery, friend. That's not healthy for anyone.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said if you were Crystal, then I would get help, and I mean that with my deepest heart.
Alright, guys.
Sergeant Sillypants said you can still do some trickery with the time stop pause thing. The disc throwers in the library, if you pause the game their projectile will disappear after a bit if you wait during the pause. Crystal said call me Josh, that's my name.
Well, if Josh is your name, why isn't it your user?
Crystal said how much fucking times I gotta say I have my crush's name SD my user.
Because that's not a crush, buddy. That's an obsession. There's a difference.
Sergeant Sillypants said I need face red. Crystal said I know you're fucking obsessed.
Mrs., could you... Yeah, thanks.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said Josh I don't even know you but I'm really worried about you and I bet a bunch of people care about you, so if I was you, I would decide to talk to someone about this. I'm gonna go now, I'm uncomfortable.
Hey, later, man's best friend, Max's version. But don't worry, we're gonna remove the, uncomfortable... Ooh, that's actually really nice. We're gonna remove the uncomfortableness of this. This has gotten a little... metaphysical for a VR game. This is just a chill place to be. I'm also uncomfortable. Mrs. is uncomfortable.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said sorry I don't like to be in positions like that, but sometimes I am in them.
It's part of life, but you're not bound to stay. If you're uncomfortable, you guys are welcome to leave. I'll do my best to help mod chat. It's always kind of finding the line. Still something I'm learning. But that was, yeah, that was a bit uncomfortable for everyone. Whee! Could release some more damage. Romp. Key? No key. No key! I need more keys, they're all locked. I need keys. See if they come back. Anyway. There's a chest, but I don't have a key. I probably won't get a key. And now I can't get the chest. Disappointment! Oh. Overwhelming. I'm not used to a voxel game overwhelming my computer, but it seems to be just a little bit when all the particles get involved. Supposed to catch this hand. You know, I might do a run where I do that. Be silly. See if we can get through the game with fisticuffs. The only problem is you can't beat you can't beat the beast with just your fists because he's ranged. You gotta have some way to get the top. So we got a boss here. Or we come over here and we go down? Oh no. Not down. Steak? Back. Back, you fell beasts, back. I'm hearing things. Things! It's true. This floor is for sure. Oh man, I wonder if they could get a Terraria crossover. That would be fun. I followed that on Twitch a hot minute ago. Yeah, I lost my audio. I don't know why. Sorry, chat.
Felix said you're about to find the Undertaker in the dungeon.
Hey, there it is. What's up, Felix?
Felix said hi. Man's best friend, Max's version, said my brother forced me to play Fortnite with him, but it's fun, he let me play as a Sabrina Carpenter skin. Sergeant Sillypants said fun fact, the fungi taste and smell like cinnamon. Iremity, the person who writes the law, didn't say that they weren't poisonous though. He also said you'd have to eat a lot to get filled up. Man's best friend, Max's version, said Sabrina Carpenter is my favorite artist. Sergeant
That is, in
Sillypants
fact,
said like Krill. So that's
interesting.
interesting.
That is, in fact, very interesting. Do you guys think I can get this magma orb to the boss? I like my chances. Especially because I don't have a key for this door.
Sergeant Sillypants said my favorite
I no longer
is Bob Ross face blue smiling.
I no longer like my chances. Hang on, I gotta clip that.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said oh, like I mean, music artist loudly crying face emoji. Mrs_Y_not said good choice.
Bob Ross is everyone's favorite artist.
Sergeant Sillypants
But
said yeah I know I'm just being a smart aleck haha.
Gotta love my happy little trees.
Felix said a couple happy trees.
He gives hope to happy accidents like me.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said that he is my favorite actual artist.
I was expecting a jump. I was expecting a jump. Harump. I told you, it's not my best showing. I usually don't get hit when I fight that guy. Potato. Ooh, glowing spot.
Felix said if anyone knows what Deltarune is, I beat the Roaring Knight today.
So I do keep up with Deltarune. So Deltarune is the other half of the game that Toby Fox is making
Man's
against
best
Undertale.
friend, Max's version, said oh no, she's bald and she's torturing people that have hair loudly crying face emoji skull emoji.
What?
Sergeant Sillypants said I hate how those conspiracy theorists think Bob Ross paintings is his murder locations acting like Bob Ross ISNT pure kindness incarnate loudly crying face emoji.
Bob Ross is a I want to say a paratrooper veteran.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said I'm really good at helping people with their problems but when it comes to me, I feel like I'm helpless.
It's much easier to see other people's problems more clear than your own. Because you're kind of not in the midst of it. And so sometimes just talking to other people or talking about your own problems out loud just makes it easier. But it's always going to be harder to deal with your own problems. Unfortunately, that's just part of life. Bob Ross is a terrifying...
It's a cool game kinda like Ancient Dungeon but without the dungeon.
Magabonk. But I like the dungeon.
Said in the VR.
Magic missile. Magic missile. Magic missile. Miss.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said I've gotten wisdom from people that been in a mental hospital and they say most of the patients that are dealing with something just need to be heard.
That's probably only somewhat true. But I mean, I don't know. Mrs., is that our kid?
Sergeant Sillypants said I haven't been playing Terraria much, been more focused on playing Hollow Knight. I just started the Crystal Pigs. I'm glad that Hollow Knight is a Souls-like, gives me the same satisfaction I got. Sergeant Sillypants said after beating a boss in Dark Souls 3. Man's best friend, Max's version, said it's helped me with a lot of my problems. Mrs. underscore Y underscore not said our kid is very awake and singing loudly to herself.
I'm not a big
Said,
fan
Hollow Knight makes
of
me mad reading
playing. I'm not a big fan of Hollow Knight playing it. It's a great game, objectively. I just don't enjoy playing it personally. I'm more of a watcher. I think this is supposed to be a door or something else, and it's unhappy.
Sergeant Silly Pence said, Felix, you gotta follow Hornet's advice. Get good. Face blue smiling, face
Get
blue
good.
smiling, face blue smiling.
I appreciate Team Cherry so much, and I love all the posts I've seen of them where people complaining about the difficulty and them just being like, Hornets get good will now play after every death. Take her advice. They're like, it's a hard game, get over it. It's pretty beautiful. Did you play Hollow Knight first? It was a hard game. I think some people got on the hype of Silk Song having not played Hollow Knight and not realizing how hard it actually is. But I haven't played it. I've played Hollow Knight a little bit. It just didn't like it.
Max's version said, hey, I have a question. Would you rather have $10 trillion or a chicken?
$10 trillion. Thank you. No further questions. Will not elaborate. Take the money and run, you know? I don't even care about the denomination. $10 million of any... $10 trillion, apologize, would solve a lot of my problems no matter what denomination it was.
Asks, the question is the chicken alive or not? Is it rough and juicy? Would it make a tasty chicken tender or not? Man's best friend, Max's version, said okay fine. Would you rather have $100 trillion? Or you can be friends with any 3 celebrities of your choosing.
I mean, if I become a good enough streamer, I can be with friends with whatever celebrity I want anyway. Have a strong feeling. So, I would still rather have money. I don't like that one objectively. Stop giving me orbs. I mean, that is objectively a good orb, but still. I don't know that I want food exploding.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said okay, have $100 trillion. Or the key to infinite happiness.
I mean, as a Christian, I feel like I already have the key to infinite happiness, but it's not really an either-or thing. I hate this. Pairing these guys with the tome is a little frustrating. Would you?
Man's best friend, Max's version, asks my friend said why can't everyone not be happy? But I said that would be boring because what's the point of happiness if there's not suffering going around?
That's a
Sergeant Silly Pence said despite
terrible
the death saying
outlook.
that shields won't be a thing, your sweep attacks destroy every parryable projectile, knocks enemies back, and does damage, along with other upgrades from relics. Crystal said wow and out.
I hope so. All right. Get some of these.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said hi Crystal, welcome back. Man's best friend, Max's version, said oh. Mrs_Y_not said Crystal, no language. Keep it family friendly, or you will be banned for the rest of the night. Smiling face with smiling eyes emoji. Man's best friend, Max's version, said goodbye Crystal.
Ooh, evasion. How significant is it? 5%. 25%. 20% evasion is pretty helpful. That is pretty impressive. Could really use more stuff, though. Not doing a lot of damage.
Sergeant Silly Pence said I wonder if I can break the stream text reader. I enjoy breaking AI voice boxes, it's very fun. I remember one time I had an eye break and Scream get a job at me for 3.5 minutes straight.
Please don't. I don't want to have to turn it off.
Sergeant Silly
It's
Pence
so much
said
harder
I
to
had
hear you.
recorded the whole thing too, but it's buried in my gallery.
That is funny, though.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said but what would be the point of happiness if everyone is? The world needs an equal balance. Or I would just fall into pieces.
It doesn't, though. Like, well, you're thinking happiness is just the Joker smiling, everyone's just rompously excited all the time. But happiness is just contentment. It's a piece of, like, I don't care about what's going on. I'm taken care of. I'm content. Real happiness is. It looks a little different. It's not just this big, joyous song all the time. And you can have that all the time and not have a problem.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said I know not like the Joker, everyone's like super happy but not. Man's best friend, Max's version, said the world needs an equal balance between suffering and happiness.
It does not. It is going to have it, but it doesn't need it. We could have no suffering, and we could have no suffering, and then we would just have no suffering. You can remove the bad and still appreciate the good.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said over and over this debate could actually go on for hours and hours.
It's true.
Sergeant Silly Pence said in my personal opinion, we shouldn't really focus on silly concepts like true happiness considering the mind can't really grasp it. It's a force of nature that comes and goes as it pleases.
I disagree. Not that it's worth discussing or not. I mean, I think it is, but I don't think... I specifically disagree with that it's a force of nature. I mean, a lot of times it just has to do with your outlook and how you choose to perceive the world and those around you. Poor guy got stuck.
Sergeant Silly Pence said with the right
fist bump.
decisions, you can make it stay for far longer, and instead of constantly working towards happiness as a whole, you should work towards those good decisions, as happiness never stays. Mrs_Y_not asks Fireball? Man's best friend, Max's version.
I didn't have a
I'm sorry.
Fireball, baby.
Technically your idea has some validity.
Yeah, with the right decisions, but there's the benefit of contentment is that as joy and pain go, it doesn't overly
Man's
impact your mindset negatively.
Said hi.
I need that. So like you can properly appreciate every momentous thing that happens, as well as
said I ate tea food.
not be too anxious about bad things that happen to come your way or happening around you.
Crystal said read chat.
I mean, I'm trying to read chat. Technically, your idea
Man's
is
best friend, Max's version, said I'm sorry. My mom said I should be nice to my elders. Loudly crying face emoji.
you should be nice to your
Sergeant Silly
elders.
said I feel like the challenged elves should have more reward other than just unlocking lobster bib after completing 3. It'd be awesome if they permanently buffed their respective marks, like if I. Crystal said bot is not sending some of my messages.
Sorry, Crystal. I'm hearing all of your messages, I think. But it does kind of get hit. It does go in a queue. And it all does get a little blurry, and I'm also fighting for my life. Here.
Sergeant Silly Pence said completed the Berserker's Delvid would buff the Berserker's mark. I feel like all the marks without pages should get pages, and the pages without marks should get marks.
That would be one interesting way to go about it there, Silly. It's a lot of work for Earthy to do.
_not said I'm not sure it could read your 8/8T. Man's best friend, Max's version, asks what's your best speedrun?
Oh, not good. I don't really speedrun. I'm not fast. I've only completed it 7 times.
Crystal said him.
My best New Game Plus run is 3. I've got 3 rows of New Game Plus. I would like to beat that record because I'd like to get the Beast Blood and the
Man's best friend, Max's version, said I sorry.
the rest of the benefit for doing a good New Game Plus run, but it hasn't happened. I haven't had that many good runs since I got the 1. I'm not super good at this game. Uh-oh. But that was clean. Get him. Get him.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said it seems like it would be better than me, so take it as a compliment or don't. I'm really bad at everything. Loudly crying face emoji.
Man, I've been playing games for 25 years. I'd hope I've got some skill built up. I like to think some of my skills across the years are transferable game to game. If not, staying home from not skipping high school just to do play a Halo Reach really probably shot myself in the foot. I really need to be doing more damage on this. Ah, my nose is itchy. Sergeant Silly Pants, what things buff fist damage? It's like if I wanted to do a run where I was like punching, what thing would boost my punches? Punches.
A man's best friend, Max's version, said one time as a prank, my friend inverted all my controls on a video game and I was confused, loudly crying face emoji.
That's a pretty funny prank. There. So many locked chests. I have high luck too, but all my chests are locked. I'm not getting any keys.
And said your punches are always your primary weapon's damage, so pick up things that boost that weapon. Like if I'm running sword, my sword damage would be my fist's damage.
Noted.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said one time in a video game I had to walk a really slow person crossed an entire map as a goat. I was playing Goat Simulator. Sergeant Silly Pants said someone hit effects also apply to your fists, like Forge Embers and Silver Chime to give an example. Man's best friend, Max's version, said and if they got hit by anything I would have to restart. Sergeant Silly Pants said haha I hated that quest in Goat Simulator MMO. Goat Simulator 3 is really good though.
Goat Simulator is such a fun, dumb game. I used to have it on my phone. There was a free version you can get on your phone, and it was pretty great.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said I had 70 crash outs and one mental breakdown later. I did the quest.
Talk about a mental crash out. I don't know what just happened. What's through this door? Shop. Shop, shop, shop.
Sergeant Silly Pants said I did that quest first try despite being a kid on my iPad doing it. I was still just learning how to read, and I think I was about 4. Good times, but had no idea what to do. I just beat up the NPCs.
Let's go gambling.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said me too, Sergeant. Sergeant Silly Pants said trying to attack the dude, because that's what I did in Goat Simulator at the time. I didn't pay attention to anything, I just jumped everyone mindlessly. Man's best friend, Max's version, said Goat Simulator is a really fun game, but some of the quests are really stupid.
It's a pretty stupid game by design, so that's not surprising. Yeah, alright. Don't feel great about this, guys. I don't feel like I've got enough damage to go very far, which means I have to do a lot of skill to get through this boss.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said I know it's not shocking but my parents just got me Goat Simulator, and said here you go and I got hooked for little hours.
It be that way sometimes.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said I collected all the trinkets, did all the quests, got all the unlockable characters.
Cool, man. It's a fun game. Worth doing.
Sergeant Silicant said all this game isn't reliant on relics, you can rely on your skill alone. Once you beat the ascetic stele, you can prove to yourself that you don't need relics or food at all.
You know, I mean, I know on paper, Sergeant Silly, that you are right. Relics do make it a lot easier, though.
Man's best friend, Max's version, asks, so what is the purpose of the game that you're playing?
Goal is to get through the dungeon and beat the boss at the end. Have fun doing it.
Man's best friend, Max's version, asks, and why are we going down to risk our lives to go fight some person?
The thrill of discovery? It's a beholder, not some person. Technically, it's a big monster. So the story is something like the dungeon entrances appear and disappear across the world at different times, and people try and track it, people try and follow it and clear it.
You're called by the Grand Library to go in there. They need information about the dungeon, as it just opened up. Most people go in there for riches and power, and die. People go also. Man's best friend, Max's version, asks, so, okay, by the way, guess what?
Chicken butt.
Silly Pence said go for other purposes, as explained in the Sealed Soul Delves. Man's best friend, Max's version, said chicken butt. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Got him. Hold it. Sergeant Silly Pants, why am I getting so many locked chests and no keys? This makes me want to go back and finish Blueprints. Runs in that game right now are taking me like an hour and a half per run. Alright. Take this. And that. Oh, great, that did nothing. Ah. Hey. Get up. Fight me more. You were... Get up. Okay. I'm a little loopy, guys, if you can't tell. Yay, slight damage. Key? Key! Ugh. So many chests and so little keys. And I've got, like, positive luck. This sucks. Oh, it's gonna be hard. Can't one-shot anything. Ain't got no food. Guess I got high, high evasion. What I was trying to say. Shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. All right, so far all right. What do you do? That might work. Where am I going here? Do I got my stuff? Oh. Ah. Fun fact, I've died more in these caves than I have to the beast himself. Freaking hate these guys. Come on. Didn't need fireball anyway. Who needs fireball? Not me. Half a heart. All right. Oh crap. Run. The panic is real, guys. Oh no. Don't get behind me. Don't get behind me. Okay, okay. Okay. Nose is so itchy. It's not even the way out. No! Ugh. Ah! I hate this. Someone broke the TTS again. So close, so far. Alright, let's see how far I can get with just punching people. Probably not very far. But it'll be fun. Yeah. Zoomies.
Sergeant Sillypants said, also considering you were running Innocence Mark, you gotta make sure to use it whenever it's charged. It only takes 3 kills to charge, and the wisps from it have actually saved my life countless time.
You know, when you're right, you're right. Of course, being able to hear you mid-fight would have been great. And that's my own fault, not yours. Alright. Time for some punchies. Ah.
Sergeant Sillypants said you should get smorgasbord and last meals. They're really helpful.
I think I have last meals. I do need to get smorgasbord. It's just expensive. They're all expensive. So you don't get any... You gotta really time your punches to get the parry. I'm getting hurt real bad here, guys. Woo! I made it so far. Jeez. Guy was scathing. Waste of my time. I'm not a waste of time. I'm not. You're a waste of time.
Sergeant Sillypants said, Neil, if you're running a punching run, you should use crossbow. It has the highest starting damage of 7, so your punches are fairly strong early game.
Noted. Why are these all so expensive? They did not used to be that expensive.
Sergeant Sillypants said if you struggle on parrying the zombies with your fists, you can make a shield bashing motion, and then once you get comfortable you can punch normally. Sergeant Sillypants said I use punches more than anything, no matter what weapon I'm running. Man's best friend,
it's pretty
Max's
fun.
version, said hello, I'm back. I just ate like 15 chocolate muffins the size of my palm.
That sounds delicious.
Sergeant Sillypants said also the Beast Blood upgrades are the same prices, it's just that everything seems expensive when you're poor.
Bro just called me out in 4K. Jeez. Yeah, you're right. Everything is expensive when you're poor.
Man's best friend, Max's version, asks, do you have a rich person?
Alright.
Man's best friend, Max's version, asks, do you have a rich person laugh?
Ho 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 ho. Ooh. I feel like low health damage is better than just bigger weapon. Especially because it doesn't make my fists any bigger. But I like both of those generally. Oh no, the slime tunnels. Turn around. Bright eyes. Well, this will be fun.
Sergeant Sillypants said as long as a projectile is parryable you can block it with your fists. Excluding no projectiles considering you block the projectile but get hit by the follow-up explosion.
Yeah. That's actually pretty helpful for what we just got. What our goals are. Sergeant Sillypants, you know a lot about this game. I appreciate that. Well, this feels like a sure big waste of a key. Trapped and everything.
Friend, Max's version, said I'm so scared.
Why are you so scared? the tension on your headset just right is really important
Sergeant
to not
Silly
ending
Pants
up with a
said you
headache
can
at
tell
this
if a locked room is a combat chest room because they won't appear green on the map like normal locked rooms, and will instead appear as a normal room on the map.
Huh.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said I'm scared of the future.
Throwing a punch to the ground is challenging. It's actually kind of fun. Doing it with just your fists. I mean, the game in general is fun.
Man's best friend,
crap.
Max's version, asks how's being an adult.
It's fine. It's got its ups and downs. It's a lot better than when I was a kid. Son of a... Now my hands are bloody. Ugh. Life is hard. Man's best friend.
Man's
And-
best friend, Max's version, said bro, I've been listening to Lady Gaga for like 3 hours today, skull emoji.
Lady Gaga's fun. I too live on the applause. Yeah. Yeah. Jab. 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 That gong is helpful. Hitting the other enemies. Come on. Gotta remember to actually be in a punching stance for this, or it doesn't go over well. Whoa there. Whoa there.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said by the way, I learned a social skill today. I finally took my order by myself. Beaming face with smiling eyes emoji. Beaming face with smiling eyes emoji. I'm so proud of myself.
Good, man. Hey, it's a thing we all have to do eventually. Or you just don't eat out. But that's way worse, so... I'm glad you finally got there. I could really use some help. So much.
Hello.
Yerden, how are you, friend? Ooh, hello. Deo, hello.
Man's best friend,
Ooh.
Max's version, said I know that sounds childish of me to say I finally did that, but I'm really scared of doing that. Sergeant Silly Pants said auxiliary kneel, if you attack a zombie with your dagger or your sword after hitting them in the head 4 or 3 times they will decapitate, but this applies to your fists no matter the weapon.
I don't think I've hit an enemy that many times to decapitate them. I don't think my DPS has ever been that low.
Sergeant Silly Pants said I often accidentally do it, considering I punch a lot. Face blue smiling.
It is pretty fun to punch.
DJ Danwell said yo.
What's up, DJ?
Man's best friend, Max's version, asks how long are you gonna stream for?
This will probably be my last run. No matter how good I do, just because I'm getting a headache. So probably, either 5 seconds more or another hour. Hard to say. Hard to say.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said no, please don't go. Loudly crying face emoji, loudly crying face emoji, loudly crying face emoji.
Now I'll probably...
Best friend, Max's version, said you made my day 10 times better, loudly crying face emoji.
If I lose too quickly, I'll probably stream until 10. But I might have to play something else. Just getting a headache. Oh. Alright. Fist attempts was fun, but it's not gonna be my main. What weapon should I use, chat?
Man's best friend, Max's version, said it's okay if sometimes when I play VR, I get a headache too.
Sword. Crossbow. Or magic. Oh, also, guys, I'm like $10 shy of my first paycheck from Twitch. It's exciting. Oh, hey, if anyone's watching on their phone,
Max's version said fist.
That sounds really awkward. Hard to say. If anyone's watching on YouTube mobile, they added a feature a lot like Twitch bits. It's like YouTube rubies. I'm not saying you guys have to pay me anything, but you should look at it.
Friend, Max's version, said please do fists.
The fist is hard. I'm gonna do sword and knife. I haven't actually done the sword in a minute, and it's my most upgraded. I just really like the knife. Tell you what, we'll do throwing knife only. Because I like the throwing knife a lot. No, I'm just gonna do it normal.
Asks, why did you decide to pin my message?
Because it was funny.
Silly Pence said the way Bitter Tears calculates low health is if your hands are bloodied. 1 full heart total of health can be half heart normal HP and half heart protection, etc., etc.
Well, that would have been helpful to know before. So something like having the glass cannon is super helpful for that. It's a good synergy because you're always bloodied. Ooh, the box. I'm fine with
best
that.
Friend, Max's version, said how is saying hello funny? Loudly crying face emoji.
Well, I thought pinning your super early hello message was... I thought it was entertaining, would make you feel better.
Sergeant Silly
Feel
Pence
good.
said Neil, your sword and knife have headshot multipliers. Hit with accuracy for higher DPS.
I did know that, and I do try to be accurate. Please note that the title of the stream is Groggily dragging myself through the dungeons, so I am... Bonk. Bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said yeah, it made me feel good. Thank you. I never got a message bin before, so thank you for making my day.
I'm glad.
Silly Pence said yeah, Glass Cannon Bitter Tears is amazing synergy, especially in Ung 3 because you lose the downsides from both relics.
Oh. But, oh. Love having that bullet. Oh, hey. It came back. Granted, getting it twice would have been better, but... Now give me that eagle talon. We'll be really cooking with gas. Look at how so little effort for it to throw so far.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said I feel like I'm usually the first one to your guys' streams and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
It's just a thing. We appreciate your presence. It rotates around. Sometimes other people are here first. You know, we go through seasons. Zox used to be first to my Terraria streams all the time. That's only the second time I've ever got a contracting orb. I've got the achievement of hitting myself. Sergeant Silly, what else should I do with the contracting orb? What should I do with the contracting orb that would make good content? I gotta take a clip that's me saying that real quick, hang on.
Sergeant Silly Pants said Neil. Sergeant Silly Pants said oh my god, oh my god.
Okay, calm down a little bit. But yeah, I got one. I like to explore. This is why my speedruns are so bad. Is I like exploring. I like going back and making sure I go through every single room. On the plus side, that's also why I do so good at games like Blueprints. Because I see all the paths. It's the Zelda history in me. Go for this further one back. Lockpicks? Dang it. They'll take contact for being hit with any orb. Oh, hang on. As they have, Google will make great content. Take the contact damage from being hit with any orb. That's seeking. Sergeant Silly Pants, you guys kind of talked a little too fast, and I lost my TTS again. I think it keeps breaking whenever I go to create a clip. Didn't notice that before. Sergeant, what did you say? You said something needs it for 100%? What do I need to do for 100%? Oh, missed it. Missed it. Ooh. That's really early to get that, and I'm pretty happy about it. If this ends up being a New Game Plus run, that'll be really good. Get him. Oh, that's the last thing you need, Jang. Sorry, bro. I got that a while ago. I think I got that during my marathon stream, actually. It's one of the few things I have a clip for. I think that's why that clip does so well, is because people keep Googling how to get it, and they keep finding my clip. That clip gets me like 100, 100 views a week. Something like that. Did I see the shop? Do I not have a shop? That was the boss. It must be back that way. Boss. Mini boss room. Not that way. That way. Come on. Guys, I don't have a shop room. Oh, it's right here. Okay. I was getting concerned. He doesn't have a third item. Hang on. I saw this guy caressing a vending machine saying, "Please give my Skittles, baby," and that is a true story. That's ridiculous, buddy. Pretty excited when he starts to come in, and I've accepted. Rex used to talk about how he plays together and stuff. I just know we'd have a great time fooling around with bugs. That would be pretty cool, Sergeant. That would be pretty cool. Should I hit this guy, or should I hit the boss with the contracting orb? What do we think is more entertaining? This is good content, saying if you hit it with him, you get 50% off. So prices are 14. Let's see. Let's be real careful here. No! I don't think I hit him. I just think I hit myself. Soiled it. Dang it. Ruined it. Terrible. Terrible person. Sorry, guys. That could have been funny. Could have been entertaining. Could have been informative. Hang on. I just noticed this. Close. The ivy on the door right in the middle makes a little monster face. Like a boss face.
Sergeant Silly Pants said considering you're a content creator partnered with the game, you'd actually get to test the game too. It's just that the testers themselves get it sooner though.
Right. They'll give us more finished products. Not so much tests as slightly early access for content creation, which I'm excited about. I know Roy Takashi is really excited about the live interaction. Die!
Sergeant Silly Pants said kinda sucks that you wouldn't be able to post content about the test versions though. You'd get exploded by the devs for leaking.
Oh yeah, I'd never want to do that.
Welcoming said, what is this game?
Unknown Welcoming, this is Ancient Dungeon VR, one of my favorite games. It's a VR roguelike where you go down a dungeon, you go through 5 floors trying to get relics, and your end goal is to try and beat a beholder at the end. It's one of my favorite games. It's a VR game. What's funny is I got it as a fluke. When I first got my VR, I had like 40 extra bucks or so to buy games, and so there was a sale for what is it called, like Battle Talent, which was fun. Dungeons of Eternity and this. And every time I played Dungeons of Eternity, I just played with people that knew what they were doing and didn't teach me anything, so it just felt really overwhelming, and I just couldn't get a feel for it. And everyone said it was such a great game, but I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. And then I played this game and was just immediately fell in love with it. It's just so easy to play and so immersive. That's a big word, right? It's just a simple joy, this game. And so for a long time, just when I needed something to stream or I wanted to stream VR, I streamed this game. Ooh, I hate those. I need to do a run with either Earthu or Leafy or Moldy and just show them the things I can't see on the sword. I've had a conversation with them about doing a colorblind mode, and they're working on it, and I appreciate that a lot. Or at the very least, updating the colors to where color blindness doesn't matter as much. And it's not like it's not a huge deal. You could definitely get away with this game without it, but it would help. It would add. Ooh. Lore. Can't believe it. Betrayed by a fellow adventurer. I mean, I understand the envy. It must be tough to meet someone so clearly your superior. But murder? Wow, just wow. Now I suppose I'll need to haunt them or something before I can move on. Unfinished business and such. Not sure what they look like, though. I guess I'll just look for an adventurer who looks murdery. Haunt them for a while, make them see the error of their ways, then off to somewhere cool. That's really funny. It's sad. I shouldn't laugh. I have a dark sense of humor. And just look for someone murdery, I suppose. Is that working? Cool. Well, I sure do not want to go that way. Do I have a key now? What's in here?
Sergeant Silly Pants said, by the way, the hunter didn't get killed by another person, they got killed by a skeleton. They're garbage at the game, lol.
Isn't the hunter the one, though, that, like... Ooh, nice. Jailbreaker. Wait, what the heck is this? This pedestal's empty. Where is my loot? I I think I might fall over. I'm so tired. Yeah, good. Oh no. Okay, hang on. Sergeant said that's really funny. But the hunter's the one that like breaks back in, right, for the new game plus. It's just the hubris. Had they been nicer to us, they would have made it.
Sergeant Silly Pants said yeah.
You know what they say, boys? Pride comes before the fall. I hate this. I kind of hate this room. I appreciate the points of interest and the concept behind like shifting the room.
Silly Pants said also you profited 2 keys from that room, so it isn't as bad. Technically the sealed soul delve just says it was a skeleton, so we don't know if it was the elder skeleton or something else.
Well, if you made it all the way down again to that floor, there's a lot of skeletons on that floor. Ooh, my favorite thing to break. Something that is underappreciated in this game is the need to be able to throw underhanded with the dagger. Because there's some shots, like being able to throw up like that you can't do if you're trying to throw overhanded.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said yo 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 I'm back.
Yo yo yo, I am Beethoven. Deaf in my right ear, but still blasting out symphonies. That's a mimic. You can tell by the way that it is.
Sergeant Silly Pants said yo yo emoji I'm back, face blue smiling.
Oh, hey.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said I'm so tired. I really want to go to bed.
Well, go to bed, man. Get some rest. Don't be me, okay? Get rest. Rest is important. I'm sure Mrs. is glaring at me on the other side of my VR headset like, you should listen to your own advice. But rest is super important. Don't be sleep deprived. It stunts your growth, it hurts your brain
Max's
power.
version, said but I need to do some stuff.
We'll handle your stuff. And then go to bed. I don't know which way I want to go. We'll go down this way for now. Ha!
Man's best friend, Max's version, asks by the way, have you ever got a speeding ticket?
Oh yeah. I have received 2, maybe 3 speeding tickets in my life. And I have been in 2 car wrecks that I was the driver in. One was significantly worse than the other. Look at that little monster. I can't believe I didn't notice that before. That's a good detail. Alright, now we know where the boss is, so let's go check it out over here. We're still near the shop. To
Man's best friend, Max's version, said, by the way, it took me forever before my dad told me what his only tattoo was. He lost a bet saying that he could throw a ball better than the wide receiver style emoji.
I just don't like that one. There's not a lot of things I pass up, but that's one of them. Negative 10 luck, I still get 3 gold statues. Heyo! We're in the money! If I seem a little loopy, it's because I am.
Man's best friend, Max's version, said, how about you go get some sleep, beaming face with smiling eyes emoji.
Because I gotta finish this run.
Sergeant Silly Pants said, Dad Law is always the craziest. Both grandparents on his side smoked for 40 years, during when he was a kid, and he would buy cigarettes for them. He told us he was supposed to give the change.
And he never did, I bet.
Sergeant Silly Pants said, but he would buy a 25-cent comic and run into his room and shut the door before Grandpa would catch him, ha ha ha.
Why is it so expensive? I should have bought it first. And then done it. Jeez. 44 monies is a lot. Is improving a random characteristic worth it, Sergeant Silly Pants? Is it worth fighting the shopkeeper for that? What do you think? I'm real tempted, but could ruin a good run. Look at you. Witch doctor living in this dungeon. You're as much monster as everyone else here.
Sergeant Silly Pants said no.
Okay. I shall listen to chat at this injuncture. And he shall get to live. Sergeant Silly Pants, what's your favorite relic? Chat, just in general, what's your favorite relic? If you know what a relic is. I really like this throwing knife. This is why I got the Fletcher earlier. Potato. Oh! Man. But I love glass cannon. Yeah. It wouldn't be. It's a multiplier. It's like 2.3. So it would like double it. Should be a lot. And as I get more, it would be good. But I think I'm gonna let it go this time, and it hurts because that is one of my favorite relics. It hurts. I guess I have seen you guys talk about Messenger's Mark a lot in the Discord. You know what? Sergeant Silly Pants is telling me to do it, so we're gonna do it. Sure. Did y'all see that snipe? That absolute downtown. Okay, yeah. I think 2 plums is better. We'll hold on to that for a minute, though. Definitely better than a potato. Chat broke again, guys. Sergeant Silly Pants, I do have to agree. Hey! Aw. Pit friend. But Bamboo Firecracker. But pit friend. What a... Huh. Hang on. So hang on. I have glass cannon. Things are clearly a little glitchy. Hi, Sunny Dreams again. Sergeant, will this work if I eat this, or should I just save the extra heart container as a sacrifice later? Is it only there because it's empty? Get it off of me. I despise those slimes. Whew. Good looking out. So far, the pit fiend has been pretty unhelpful, but I do like it. He's still my friend. That would have been helpful a run ago. My map is being a little glitchy. The whole game is being a little glitchy. My computer needs a RAM scrub or something. I would definitely take $100 trillion and delete my YouTube channel. I don't think you understand how ridiculously large that number is. I'm pretty sure that's more than all the money on the planet right now. Lame. Hit it. That's really bad right now. Because I could still only have... It would just give me one protection heart. I got those in the wrong order. I've done that before. The first time I got Sacrifice Ring. No! Don't attack people when their back are turned. Uh-oh. Hey, missus, we've got some, spam. Well, thank you. And I thought you were still up, so that's why I called for you. Thank you. That spam chatter on Twitch came just at the right time where I still have a mod that's awake. I'm going this way. Out of here, Osmo. Ain't no one want cheap followers from you. I'm not like all those other Twitch streamers that got famous because they paid for viewers and got more out of it. You know, the smart ones. My viewers are real. At least in my dreams they are. Sometimes I think I'm just having a fever dream. Freaking hate that guy. Eagle Talon. Solid. Can do some real things with that. So, my favorite music genre. I like most music. And it really depends on the mood I'm in. My current favorite right now, like my Pandora list right now, is sea shanties, musicals, and Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco. So somewhere between the Weatherman and It's the Greatest Show from The Greatest Showman.
Sergeant Sillypants said as long as it isn't bad I'll listen to it. Except country music, it follows the same exact premise. It isn't good and nothing in the genre feels unique. Except for country roads though, only good one.
I like older country music. Older country music is much better. There's some great old bangers. There's still some good ones, but you're not wrong. It is very predictable. But I grew up on country music, so that kind of just is what it is. Good night, sweetie. All right, any mods in chat? I now have to take care of you myself. Don't make me. Don't make me have to take my headset off. I'm taking these for the pit, friend. What is that?
Sergeant Sillypants said grew up on screamy rock music blasted by my dad driving in his car. I have permanent hearing damage. It really stinks at times. Face purple crying.
Man, I wish I had permanent hearing damage. I can hear into the 20,000 megahertz range. It's not good things. It's basically just tinnitus with extra flavor. I love the little explosion of the bamboo firecracker. It's just it's a pleasant looking. It's like a little firework. $69 damage. Nice. This is a New Game Plus run, for sure. Which is a little unfortunate, because that means I have to keep the stream going. Well, it doesn't have to, but I'm going to. But I need the insight. And the beast blood.
Sergeant Sillypants said don't forget to use the mine carts in this stage. Landing it on an enemy is a free 50 damage. I used it quite a lot in my relicless runs.
Why would you do a relicless run? That sounds kind of miserable. Mimic. Come on, hit the thing. Ugh. Those poor skellies. Come on. Eh. You up. Fine, I'll just climb it like I should. Grab. Ooh. Okay. Sergeant Silly Pants. Should we take the bloodshot eye? Will it kill me? We're doing it. We're taking it. Ew, it just took the empty heart we've been holding on to this whole time. It was not a visual glitch. It actually happened. And our damage is way higher because of it. Well, that's kind of a bad, but I can't charge it, so I might as well take it. Onward! Come on, Pit. Pit friend, give me more. Give me something good. Come on, man. So I think because it gave me an empty heart, the way Glass Cannon reads is that you can't have more than one heart, not necessarily more than one heart container. And so it gave me an additional empty heart container. Which I think is totally fair game. Dang it. Hate these guys so much. What the heck? I ate my food. Come on. Come get it. We're going. That's one strategy. Suck it! Woo! Yeah, journal page. Day of the 5th of the 3rd season, year 1268. Finally, months of grueling travel with naught to show for it save blisters, but finally success. We have not yet arrived at the locusts, but I can feel it like a dry sponge in a sudden rain. I am aglow with the power of this place. This evening, once my routine is asleep, I will conjure a flame to confirm my feelings. This part of the world is rather simple. The locals' reaction to my abilities could be unpleasant. I feel like my evasion isn't high enough to really do a new game plus. Like, I've got the damage, but I don't have the survivability. So I feel like I should just take my W and move on. Especially because I'm so tired. I really gotta go to sleep, and everything's glitching a little bit. Goodbye, New Game Plus. I should have done you, New Game Plus. But I'm so tired, I can't keep going. It's a really disappointing amount of insight in Beast Blood, to be honest. Yeah, we do put up a fight. I feel like I put up a fight. All right. Well, friends, I think it is time for me to go to sleep because I am so tired. Thank you for hanging out, Sergeant Silly, Max, anyone else. It has been real. We got another win under our belt. I'll be back on Tuesday for more Terraria. We're coming up close to the Moon Lord. So we've got the cultists, the towers, the pillars, and then Moon Lord. So we're coming up close on the end of this Master Mode run. You guys have a good night. We'll catch you later. My head hurts. Bye.